Hello, this is Derek Bartlow, and this is your Warrior Camp update for July 15th, 2009. If you've received our updates in the past, you know that they normally come through email. However, this time we're doing a video update, so we hope you appreciate the change there. There's been a lot that happened since the last update, which occurred a few months ago. But this is actually the first time that we've debuted a video update, and so that's kind of exciting for us. Hope you enjoy that, as I said before. There's lots of stuff that we could have put into this video update, and I actually had one prepared. It was going to go through the different phases of Warrior Camp and kind of our bird's eye view of phase 1, 2, 3, and 4 throughout the next several years of kind of where we envision Warrior Camp going from its current stepping stone onto the final phase. We also have had a new graphic design that a friend of ours developed. There's also a ministry partnership opportunity with one of our friends in Lynchburg, who happens to own 200 acres there in the Central Virginia area. So there's a lot of stuff going on, but for this update, instead of unpacking all of that, I felt that God was moving us to kind of just let you know about this summer of ministry and what's coming down the pike this summer. And this is some pretty exciting stuff. In a previous update, you may have remembered that actually one of our Warrior Camp leaders works at a youth camp and worked at a youth camp last summer, and he happened to share his testimony there in the ministry that he was involved in. Anyway, after he shared his testimony, a children's pastor from Washington came up and asked him about the ministry that he had mentioned that he was involved in, which happened to be Warrior Camp. And so he told her about that, and through the last several months, we've been coordinating actually and communicating with that children's pastor. And actually, this is some exciting stuff. We happen to be going to the children's pastor's church to work with her kids this summer, July 10th, 2009, to put on the first Warrior Camp of 2009, to put on the first Warrior Camp that's been kind of a little bit off the beaten path of our base of operations here in Nampa, Idaho in the Northwest. It's also the first Warrior Camp in which we'll be debuting a few new games and a new craft in our weapon workshop. So there's lots of exciting stuff going on with that, and that's why I wanted to give you the update about this summer and kind of put all that other stuff on the back burner for now. And stay tuned for that. But I wanted to give you guys an update real quick about what's coming down the pike this summer. As I said before, it's going to happen July 10th, 2009. And we're going to leave from Nampa, Idaho on the 9th and return the 11th. We have some of our team is coming from the Portland, Oregon area. We also have another team member coming from the Spokane, Washington area. More on that later. It's going to be through it's going to be fourth through sixth grade boys, and the children's pastor indicated that there'll probably be about 30 that turn out. So we're excited about having some good team versus team competition. The city is Grandview, Washington. It's about 4.5 hours northwest of our base of operations here in Nampa, Idaho. We're going to have a team of 6, which is a huge blessing, and God's just blessed our efforts in terms of putting that team together. We're going to have a 2-man camera crew that's going to immortalize the day in film and pictures, and stay tuned for those links on our website. Chris Pope happens to be our speaker, and he actually happens to be moving from Lynchburg, Virginia to Spokane, Washington near the end of this month, near the end of June, and he has actually agreed to and excited about being the speaker for the first Warrior Camp of 2009. And I'm thrilled to have him there. Chris Pope was my ministry team leader on Youth Quest for about 2 years. He's just a gifted speaker, big heart for youth, and I'm really excited to be having him a part of the team. We're also going to have 2 team leaders, one of whom is actually jumping out of airplanes right now for the military in Georgia, and another one of our team leaders is named Todd Fulcher, and he was a children's ministry major, and I got to go to college with him my freshman year. So we have a good team. I'm really excited about it, and I've been praying for these guys and for this event, and just appreciate your prayers in that respect also. Just to let you know, I got a Facebook message yesterday, 12:03 a.m., June 14th, from the children's pastor through Facebook, and I just wanted to share that with you guys really quick. This is what she said. I've started an email to you several times in the last few days, Derek, and haven't finished it. I'll let you know how registration goes for the kids tomorrow. Have you made contact with Richland Nazarene Church? We would love them to join us. I just extended the invitation to Kennewick Nazarene via email this evening. I wanted our boys to have a few weeks to register before we opened it up to others. I also passed on your information to my best friend from Eagle Nazarene Church, which is about 20 minutes from here. They may be interested if you have time in Nampa area this summer. My 4-year-old is dressing up in his armor tomorrow to be a walking billboard for me. Should be good. I forgot to see if kids signed up for t-shirts. I'll check that tomorrow when I get in my office. I hope they do. I think they'd be fun. I passed out warrior axes from the dollar store to boys as they registered last week. They were all whooped up, chopping each other around the foyer. Very cool. Got a lot of young talent there. I also showed the promo video at Sunday school midweek and as the intro to our outdoor movie night on Friday. I hope we're doing the fish game because they thought that was awesome. And the fish game is in our game highlights video on our website if you haven't seen that. It's definitely one of our best games and most fun in the kids' opinion. Continuing on, as for accommodations, I'd like for you guys to be able to stay together. So here's the deal. My family would love to have you stay with us. We live close to the church, really close. Our downstairs is big enough to accommodate you all. It's our girls' dorm room, but if you don't mind pink and brown walls, we have a queen bed, 2 twins, an extra twin mattress, and a couple of blow-up air mattresses. There's also your own small bathroom, shower, and outside entry if you need it. The girls love special occasions to sleep upstairs with their little brother, so they wouldn't be put out at all. My parents live across the vineyard and have a pool. If time allows for you guys to have some fun, we can throw some food on the grill, do s'mores in the pit, and flip some flapjacks. Let me know if that would work out for you. I would also love to advertise in our local paper. I'm just unsure about getting too many kids, so I'm going to hold off for a week. Hope all is well for you. Blessings, Sarah. So thanks a lot, Sarah, for that Facebook message. Again, that's the children's pastor at Grandview Church where we're going to be ministering to her kids and partnering up with her. And that's really what we want to do is kind of come alongside existing church leadership, youth pastors, children's workers, and help them minister to their students in a powerful way. In case you were wondering what we're going to be doing at the Warrior Camp Blitz, what the Warrior Camp Blitz is going to be like. 9 invitation, the national anthem, and prayer. 10
They get to take that home with them as a souvenir. Those are a lot of fun. And the best range so far is 142 feet with a dart. So those are a lot of fun. We use foam darts, so no worries. 11 o'clock a.m., we're going to have face and flag painting with team battle colors. 11:15 a.m., the Scottish Highland Game Tournament, which will involve a team stick pull, dead man's relay, root beer chug, possible caber toss, and extreme tug of war. 12 o'clock, lunch and a candy launch. 12:30, discipleship rally number 1. And that's where Chris Pope's going to be speaking. 1:15 p.m., blowgun boot camp. That's where we're going to train them how to use their blowgun. And by the way, if you can see this, my brother Jaden here, and he's going to be one of our photo guys. We're glad to have him. And yeah, so 1:45 a.m. is capture the flag, King of the Hill, Team Slayer. That's going to be a lot of fun where we bust out about 300 foam darts and basically just have Dart Vietnam, team versus team. 3:15 p.m. discipleship rally number 2 with Chris Pope. I talked to Chris Pope today actually, and just found out that he plans on speaking on how the courageous faith of Daniel, and he's going to challenge the students to dare to be a Daniel and to have faith like that. And he's also planning on doing a full armor of God discipleship rally. We're going to actually bring a sword and allow the students to get the feel of a sword and just talk about the spiritual parallels to medieval armor and swords and all that cool stuff, and just making those connections between the fun stuff and the God stuff, and challenging them to put on the full armor of God. So I'm excited about that. That's discipleship rally number 2. At 4 o'clock starts our crazy tournament. This is where 3 to 4 students from each team will compete in each challenge, and this will be done either by drawing or volunteer or just by team MVPs. Our activities for that are the rope warriors, where they're going to hang upside down from a rope and try to knock their opponents off into a pool. Pillow jousting, you can get the idea with that. One kid's going to be the horse, the other's going to ride on top and knock over the opponent with a pillow. Next is the aquarium tube challenge, which is a aquarium tubing with a raw egg in the middle, and whoever can blow harder gets to blow the egg in his opponent's face. That should be a messy, fun game. Also, the one-on-one slip and slide tug of war, where you have 2 people pulling back-to-back on a slip and slide, and whoever wins drags the other person across the slip and slide. Also, sumo wrestling and the Barbie punt, and I'll leave that to your imagination. 4:45 starts off Gladiator, which is our fish slapping game that you might have seen on our promo video. 5:30 starts Dunk the Maniac, where you try to catch a slippery person on the other team and just drown them with a 5-gallon bucket full of water. 6:15 is the dinner and man versus food challenge. 7 o'clock is knife fights, and don't worry, moms, no casualties necessary. That's going to be a lot of fun.
7:30 is Prisoner of War. That's a Warrior Camp original game where every team is going to be handcuffed and blindfolded, and they have to escape from jail.